May I come in, sir? Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon,
Good
sir.
afternoon.
Please sit.
Thank you, sir.
কওকচোন আপোনাৰ বিষয়ে আমাক
Sir, মোৰ নাম Puja Kakati. মই গুৱাহাটীৰ বাসিন্দা হয় আৰু মোৰ HSLC মই নগাঁৱৰ পৰা কৰিছোঁ ক্ৰাইজ্যোতি স্কুল আৰু HS গুৰুকুল গ্ৰামাৰ ছিনিয়ৰ ছেকেণ্ডেৰী স্কুল গুৱাহাটীৰ পৰা মোৰ গ্ৰেজুৱেশ্যন মই ইংলিছ অনাৰ্ছত কৰিছোঁ কটন কলেজ গুৱাহাটী ইউনিভাৰ্চিটি আৰু মাষ্টাৰ্ছ ইংলিছ অনাৰ্ছত তেজপুৰ ইউনিভাৰ্চিটিৰ পৰা আৰু সো মই পাব্লিক স্পিকিং আৰু কোটছ পয়েট্ৰি পঢ়ি আৰু লিখি ভাল পাওঁ
এটা
Those
কোট
are
কওক
your
আপোনাৰ
hobbies.
লাইফৰ চবতকৈ বেষ্ট কোটটো কওক
Okay, sir. It was by Martin Luther King Jr., sir, and it goes: if you cannot run, if you cannot fly, run. If you cannot run, walk. If you cannot walk, crawl. But by all means, keep moving.
আপোনাৰ নিজৰ কিবা কোট আছে নি লাইক your motto of life or something?
Yes, ma'am. Right. I just tried my hand during the COVID, and so it goes like: dwell in optimism and jolt all the pessimism that's within you, so that the optimism around you, that surrounds you, can eventually find you.
Okay, so let's talk about your past work experience. কি কৰিছে আপুনি কওকচোন? Want to hear it from you.
Okay, ma'am. In 2016 মই মাষ্টাৰ্ছ কৰিছোঁ and 2017 মই দিছপুৰ কলেজত অপৰচুনিটি পালোঁ এজ এ ফেকাল্টি and তাত কৰি থাকোঁতে I got a better opportunity from গুৱাহাটী কমাৰ্চ কলেজ তাতে জইন কৰিলোঁ আৰু তেতিয়া মই ৰিয়েলাইজ কৰিলোঁ যে মই চিভিল ছাৰ্ভিচত মানে মই ট্ৰাই কৰিলে মই পাৰিম চ' আই ৰিজাইন আৰু তাৰপিছত মই প্ৰাইভেট ষ্টাৰ্ট কৰিলোঁ আৰু প্ৰাইভেট কোচিং এখনতো জইন কৰিছিলোঁ ইনফেক্ট পঢ়াবলৈ হয় মেম
সেই পঢ়োৱাটো to sustain your preparation নে you wanted to teach?
Ma'am, actually, I take interest in teaching, but then I also realized that যদি মই civil service-তে মই coaching-ত আগবাঢ়োঁ, then definitely it's also going to help me with my preparation. So, hindsight-ত সেইটো আছিলে, sir.
Mainly you wanted to be in the service.
Yes, ma'am.
What is your first preference?
Ma'am, Assam Civil Services.
Selection হলে আপুনি কিহত কাম কৰিব বিচাৰিব? What is your vision?
Ma'am, I would like to say that I have got a threefold vision. Firstly, I want to help the youth because as a teacher, I have realized that they have got immense potential, but somewhere they lack in the confidence. There are certain inhibitions which as a teacher, I tried to solve them to my best of ability. But I believe that as a civil servant, that is going to push my margin and I can...
How will you help in imparting confidence to the students being a civil servant? Because you won't be in continuous touch with the students, which you were in your earlier profession. So how do you justify this?
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, to answer this, I'd like to start with what I think about education. Ma'am, I don't feel that education, it only pertains to the students or the youth. And if you want to do something for the youth, then definitely we also have to take into account what their families have to think about empowerment. Because today the government is taking a lot of steps as regards to empowerment, startups and skill development. But we find that there are certain reservations in the family members and the students why they are not able to excel in the field of entrepreneurship. So first, I'd like to interact with the mothers, the parents, and eventually with the youth.
Okay. So educationত আমাৰ কি reforms আনিব লাগে আৰু যিখিনি আনিছে তাৰ ভিতৰত which one do you think is of utmost importance or most impactful according to you?
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, firstly, I think that যিখিনি reforms আনিছে national education policy যিটো আমাৰ flexible কৰি দিছে the curriculumটো that students খিনিয়ে based on their aptitude and whatever they want to choose, they can pick from across the streams. I think that is the most needed and visionary step taken. And ki anibo pari, I think man, মই যেতিয়া গুৱাহাটী কমাৰ্চত কৰি আছিলোঁ তাত প্ৰেক্টিকেল এলিমেণ্ট অলপ মিছিং আছিলে ক'ৰবাত ফৰ এক্সাম্পল যিহেতু মই ফাংচনেল ইংলিছ পঢ়াই আছিলোঁ চ' দ্য ষ্টুডেণ্টছ they found that it was quite redundant in a way, whatever they were studying in that functional English subject. So what can be done is we can tie up with the startups, we can tie up with the industries, the MSMEs and the other industries so that, and not just the industries ma'am, also the self-help group, so that we can have leaders from across various fields and they can come and empower and encourage the students.
আপোনাৰ হেৰি এক্টিছ পলিচি আপুনি জানে
Yes sir.
এক্টিছ পলিচিত আমাৰ অসমৰ কাৰণে কি লাভ হ'ব
So activist policy অসমক এটা bedrock হিচাপে ধৰা হৈছে যিহেতু India is trying to establish its connections economically, culturally with the Southeast Asian countries. So Assam is going to be of pivotal importance for that. আৰু সেইটো কাৰণে আমি দেখিছোঁ বহুত ইনফ্ৰাষ্ট্ৰাকচাৰ ডেভেলপমেণ্ট হৈছে ইণ্ডাষ্ট্ৰিয়েল বুষ্ট হৈছে
being so close being neighbors no ASEAN is our neighbor
Yes sir.
what took so long to look east and to act east where was India focusing on in its earlier days earlier to look east earlier to act east
Okay. So can I just try because I'm
Yeah.
not very sure about it.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you, sir. So I feel that earlier our stand was as India. I mean, our stand was that we're only focusing on developing certain areas. We were overlooking the potential of the eastern region, and eastern region being the pivotal area when it comes to connecting India with the eastern part of the world. So definitely this was a missing link. And today we have seen that there's a shift in the way we look at Assam, the way we look at Northeast as a region.
অসমৰ এতিয়া অসমীয়াটো ক্লাছিকেল লেংগুৱেজ ষ্টেটাছ পাইছে এইটোৱে অন গ্ৰাউণ্ড কিবা এফেক্ট কিবা চেঞ্জেছ আহিব নেকি
So classical language পোৱাৰ লগে লগে আমাৰ ভাষাটো এটা ৰেকগনিশ্যন পাইছে ফাৰ্ষ্ট আৰু অন গ্ৰাউণ্ড আমাৰ মানুহখিনিয়ে যিখিনি টেলেণ্টেড হয় তেওঁলোকে প্ৰকাশ কৰিব বিচাৰে নিজৰ আইডিয়াছখিনি তেওঁলোকে এটা বুষ্ট পাইছে that yes আমাৰ ভইচটো এতিয়া হাৰ্ড হ'ব এণ্ড নট জাষ্ট হাৰ্ড অলছ' একনলেজড আমি যি ক'ব বিচাৰোঁ বিকজ নৰ্থ ইষ্ট বা অসমৰ কথা যদি আমি কওঁ এটা নেৰেটিভ অলৰেডি বিল্ড হৈ আছিল চ' And I feel that being a student of literature helps in reshaping narratives. So this is the most golden opportunity for us. I would like to take this opportunity to reshape the narrative about our place and region.
আৰু আপোনাৰ since you look so self-aware আপোনাৰ strengths and weaknesses বিষয়ে কওকচোন at least two of them
Okay, sir. So firstly, I'd like to say I feel that I have got two strengths which I would like to polish for better efficiency. First is my communication skills and public speaking skills. I think that this gives me an edge to connect with people across age groups and across regions. I don't find it difficult to connect with people and to win their confidence. When it comes to winning their confidence, I think being a civil servant, it is very important so that we can earn the trust of people. And that is going to help me in the services as well. And second strength, I feel is my empathy and my leadership skills.
Okay.
These are your strengths.
Yes.
Okay, I'll interrupt you. Since you are born and brought up in Guwahati, mostly in interacting with people from urban backgrounds, right? How are you going to interact with people who are from villages who maybe they've never seen a city like Guwahati?
Okay. Can I just draw from my experience? Yeah. When I was working in the colleges and also the coaching center, I got the opportunity to interact with people who came from far villages. So they were our baidos, they were the dadas, and তেওঁলোকৰ লগত কথা পাতি পেলাই মই বহুতখিনি মানে মোৰ পাৰ্চপেক্টিভ ডেভেলপ হৈ হেল্প হৈছে ছাৰ, বিকজ আমি যিহেতু এজ মেম হেজ ৰাইটলি ছেড ইয়াতে ডাঙৰ হৈছোঁ আমি, চ' আৰ্বান টাচটো আমাৰ আছে, আমি মানুহখিনিক পাওঁ, তেওঁলোকক ইণ্টাৰেক্ট কৰিব পাওঁ, বাট যেতিয়া আমি সেনেকুৱা এটা অপৰচুনিটিও পাওঁ য'ত আমি গাঁৱৰ মানুহখিনিৰ লগতো ইণ্টাৰেক্ট কৰিব পাৰোঁ, তেতিয়া আমাৰ আই থিংক আমাৰ হৰাইজনটো বেছি ব্ৰডন হৈছে, because they are more rooted to the realities. And I think that experience is going to help me. And also, as an individual, I will find it a problem to connect with anybody wherever they come from, ma'am.
And what about your weaknesses?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I don't think I have any such weakness, but there are 2 areas where on which I'm trying to work. Firstly, I have the habit of going into the detail of everything when I'm doing something. And that might be a problem when I'm running short of time. And this leads to the second problem, which is time management. So I'm trying to work on these areas, ma'am.
Okay.
ঠিক আছে, yeah, সেইটো we call the mock interview over, feedback part. মই একো লিখিবলগীয়াই নহ'ল, you have this is your territory, interview to, আৰু communication skill is good, you are one of the stronger candidates this year.
Thank you so much.
So have that in mind and it will give you confidence.
Thanks a lot.
One thing আপোনাৰ এটায়াৰটো এটোতো নাথাকে, বেলেগ থাকিব, that সেইটো কাৰণ কি এইটো ডিষ্ট্ৰেক্টিং হৈ আছে,
Ma'am, চাদৰ মেখেলা.
সেইটো হ'লে it will be good. আৰু আপোনাৰ থ্ৰ'টো, ভইচৰ থ্ৰ'টো আৰু অকণমান বেছি কৰিব লাগিব,
Okay, sir.
সেইটোৱে অকণমান জাষ্ট তাৰপিছত নেট পেকিং আৰু এনেকৈ ক'লেও হৈ যাব, নেট পেকিং আৰু I have nothing to write আৰু except for the এটাই, সেইটো আপুনি চেঞ্জ কৰিব বুলি মই আশা কৰিছোঁ, আৰু ভেৰি গুড, ভাল হৈছে,
Thank you so much.
your judgments were balanced আৰু কমিউনিকেশ্যনটো বহুত এনগেজিং আছিলে আৰু ভাল।
Thanks a lot, sir.
আপোনাৰ যিটো আই গেজ অলপ ওপৰলৈ ইমানখিনি মানত চাই আছিলে ন, when you are thinking of
Right.
answers,
Right, ma'am.
to try to look মানে horizontally as much as possible. অলপ চলপ চাইড হ'লেতো যাবই চকু, you cannot stare at somebody continually, but try to maintain it, যাতে বহুত বেছি দেৰি এনেকৈ চাই থকা নহয়।
Sure, ma'am.
That is one thing. And কোনোবা এটা কুৱেশ্যনত I think about the act is look is policy, সেইটোত your answer was not very clear,
Okay, ma'am.
ambiguous হৈ আছিলে, even you must be
Yes,
aware
yes,
of that,
yes.
নিজে গম পাইছে মোৰ এইটো হৈছে, so answersবোৰ try কৰিব যিমান পাৰে crisp and clear থাকিবলৈ,
Okay.
and if you do not know something, admitting that is not a sin, you can say,
Okay.
yeah, I'm not very clear about this, I do not have any idea or something, whatever you want to say, be honest. And that's it. Aru, it's not a flaw actually, because you have the habit of teaching, no? Teaching profession to asile. So nods and gestures kisuman teacher type or eta ahi jay, as if you are teaching us.
Okay.
So hey bostutor okonman awareness anile mane you can avoid that. Kiba eta kole etu hoy no, as if you are explaining a concept to your student. Hey tenoko akon like it's a hint, bahut besi nohoy.
Okay.
Just a slight hetu eta effect eta mane ahise. If you practice in front of the mirror or if you have yourself recorded, tenehole apni gom pabo. Keep your camera কৰি চাব, recording to কৰি চাব, তে নিজে গম পাব যে অকমান টিচাৰ নিচিনা কৰিছো নেকি, because the panel members ইয়াত একো নাই, panel members will be your super seniors, no? So তেওঁলোকৰ লগত confident yet respectful,
Sure.
so হেনেকুৱা এটা বেলেঞ্চ কৰিব লাগিব, বাকি বঢ়িয়া।
Thank you. Ma'am, আপুনি যেটো ক'লে ন, মোৰ মানে নট কৰোতে হৈছে নে আনসাৰ দিওতে হৈছে? Just
answer to দিওঁতে answer to দিয়াৰ যিটো মানে কি কম ভাবটো দুটা বেলেগ হয়। ইয়াত আপোনাৰ ষ্টুডেণ্ট আপোনাৰ কুৱেশ্যন এটা সুধিছে, কিয় সুধিব? বিকজ দ্যাট পাৰ্চন ডাজ নট ন' এণ্ড ইউ উইল এক্সপ্লেইন টু দ্যাট পাৰ্চন। তো তাৰ এনচাৰ দিয়াৰ আপোনাৰ জেষ্টাৰটো অকণ বেলেগ হয়। আৰু যিজন মানুহে আপোনাক কুৱেশ্যন সুধিছে পেনেলত, টু টেষ্ট ইউ, নট টু ন' ফ্ৰম ইউ। চ' সেই তাৰ অকণমান এনচাৰ দিয়াৰ এটা সেইটো অকণমান বেলেগ হয়। চ' সেইটো
Thank you so much. Thanks a lot. Thank you so much.
wish you all the best।
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.